Hello everyone, this is Sylvia with Silver Pine Kiko goats, and today I'm going to talk about the question, what should you feed your bottle baby goats and how much should you feed them? So of course it depends on the size of the baby goat, whether it's a mini goat or a standard baby goat. But the amount you want to feed them should depend on how much they weigh and how big they are, of course, and like I said, if they're a standard or a mini goat. So I want to talk a little bit about my experience as well raising bottle kids. It's up to everyone to choose whether they want to dam raise, have the kids raised by their mothers, or if they want to bottle raise. I prefer dam raising my goats because I don't just want to take away the babies from their mothers raised up on a bottle by a human because their mother is a goat. Now that's my personal, that's what I think. Of course it's up to everyone. Now bottle babies are also usually friendlier. You are the one providing them with food, so they relate you to food. You give me food, I love you because I love food. And so they tend to be really friendly and sweet, but it's also a lot of work to raise bottle babies, and in my experience, I got Bonnie and Clyde, the two Nigerian dwarf bottle babies that I've been raising for the past 8 weeks. I got them before any of my goats even had their babies, and you can get them cheap and then sell them for more or raise them on your own farm. And it's a cheaper way of spending like $300+ on a quality goat. And they'll also be friendlier to you. So I wanted this experience of bottle raising. I wanted to learn how to do it and just have this experience on my farm because I knew my goats would all be dam raised. And so I got Bonnie and Clyde from my neighbor, and I've been raising them up on the bottle. I'll sell them for more profit for my business. It'll help me get a little money to put towards my farm. I manage all the goats' needs on my own. Once in a while a family member will help me out a little bit, but I'm 14 years old and I do this, I pay for everything, and so I wanted a little more money to put towards my farm, and I wanted to do it in a way that's fun. And raising bottle babies is certainly something that can be really fun, even though it is a lot of work. So when you're starting out bottle raising, feed like 4 to 5 times a day, and then you slowly want to decrease the amount of times that you feed to 3 times a day, then to 2 times a day, then to 1 times a day. Right now I'm feeding Bonnie and Clyde twice a day, but not very much milk because I'm slowly starting to decrease it down to 1 times a day so that they can be ready to go to their new homes. Now I'm excited about Clyde's new home. I've found someone who wants to buy him, and he's going to be going to Hallmark Farms, and it sounds like a super great fit for him, so I'm excited. But I gotta start weaning him off of the bottle. So you want to have hay and grain available for your bottle babies all the time, as well as water. They will get liquids from the milk, but you want them to have water as well. And they'll slowly start to kind of wean themselves off of the milk. You'll notice they'll start grazing or eating hay and grain by themselves a lot more. So make sure that you make that available in the first place. And then for the amount of milk you feed, you want to start small and then go up until you reach a stopping point. So like with Bonnie and Clyde, I started with 1 to 2 ounces of milk 4 times a day, and then I reached my way up to twice a day feedings since they are about 7 weeks old now. No, not twice a day feedings, working my way to 1 times a day feedings with them, and I only give them about 8 ounces of milk twice. 8 ounces of milk twice a day. So I hope this makes sense. It's kind of confusing, but I hope that you get it, that when you're raising bottle babies, you want to work your way up to a stopping point, and then you want to go back down and decrease the amount of milk once they get to that age where you want to wean them off of the milk and onto solid food, and slowly work your way down. You don't want to do anything too sudden. You want to slowly decrease the amount and then slowly have them start eating solids. So anyway, that's been my experience with raising Bonnie and Clyde. So you'll also want to give your bottle babies as much real goat's milk as you can, or even sheep's milk or cow's milk, but you want it to be raw. Raw is the best. I am not really able to get all the raw animal milk that I need for my bottle babies. So what I do is I milk my Kiko does and get a little bit of their milk and add it to pasteurized cow's milk, whole cow's milk from the store. So I do like half and half fresh raw goat's milk and half cow's milk, and that seems to be doing a great job keeping the bottle babies nice and healthy and feeding them all the vitamins and minerals that they need in their diet at this age. So yeah, that's it for feeding the bottle babies. And next I'll share my milking routine, milking the does and using that milk to feed the bottle babies. Here is my daily milking routine. Every day I go out to the goat pen and milk Kiko to get some milk to feed back to the bottle babies. Now, right now I'm milking Luna, but I figured out it wasn't worth milking her because she didn't get very much milk and her teeth aren't as large as Kiko's, so it was very tricky to milk her. After I'm done milking the goats, I filter it out using a filtering bag into a jar. And next I pour it into silicone molds. Pouring it into the silicone mold is a really nice way to freeze the milk because it keeps it in small pieces so that you can take it out of the fridge and then take one piece at a time so you're not having to unfreeze the entire chunk of milk. So after I'm done pouring it into the pan, I stick it in the refrigerator or the freezer, and then it comes out and it's nice and frozen solid. So I'll put it into a plastic bag labeled Kiko Colostrum because this is her first milk, and I'll put it away for later.